Good afternoon and evening to everyone, and morning to those fans on the other side of the world. Happy New Year to you. If I haven't already wished you one so far, it's Crisandro on another episode of Rantz. And of course, my partner in crime in these situations, Shubes. Let's see what you got to say, mate.
Happy New Year, guys, and looking forward to playing Chelsea on Tuesday, which I never thought I'd ever say. Looking forward to playing Chelsea, but. And I may live to regret that now. I'm going to regret that saying that now. But
I always look forward to Chelsea. They're the team that I hate the most, and I don't mind saying it. I hate them. Hate. Love it. My favourite four-letter word.
Don't hold back, Chris. Say how you really feel.
Are you sure? Because I'm not also getting banned from...
Actually, no. Don't say how you really feel.
I was going to say...
We want to eventually get onto iTunes, stuff like that, so... don't say exactly how you feel. Romans might end up suing us, but don't say exactly how you feel. But,
there we go.
The timbre of your voice. Say how you feel.
Okay. I don't particularly care much for Chelsea.
No, well, it's a weird thing of Chelsea. It's like... It's that team, it's that annoying bird that somehow won, like, well, I would say the Euro Millions or something, but actually won the Euro Millions. I think, like, the Americans got that 100 million, what, 500, £500 million lottery. The Euro Millions, which is 100 million lottery. So it's like that annoying bird that managed to win the Euro Millions.
Yeah, the Russian Millions.
And didn't piss it up, really, pretty much, you know? Thankfully. So, no. But like I said, it'll be interesting because obviously we played them quite well. Obviously, Dele Alli was able to man-mark Jorginho out of the game. I haven't watched a lot of Chelsea games since then, so I don't know how much they've changed from using how much they used Jorginho.
Still quite a bit.
So I don't know. It's not as if they can radically. I don't know if they're going to develop some master plan, thinking, do you know what? Let's not play Jorginho. You know, I don't know how they're not. So I don't know how they're going to do that because he likes 4-3-3. So I don't know how he does not play it. So kind of thing.
That's true. I imagine it will be kind of like a similar kind of game, except that I think Chelsea won't be taken by surprise by Spurs, and they'll try and I think they'll try and bypass our midfield as much as they can. Really, in this game, that's what I imagine them doing because they tried to play through us, which was a bit of a mistake in the league game. And we just kind of stopped them. They will try and bypass us now. Well, I say go long. I imagine that's what they will do.
I was thinking, Sarri ball isn't that going long though, is it? Isn't Sarri ball about? It's not tiki-taka, but it's about playing, you know, that on the ground, that kind of Forest style kind of football. You know? Yeah, they tried playing football against us and they got burnt really badly. So that's what I'm thinking. That unless Sarri is really stuck in his ways and he thinks, okay, this is my plan A. I forget having a plan B. This is what I'm going to do, and eventually I'm going to win. If that's what he's going to do, then I see us taking a good couple-goal lead before into the second leg. Well, I remember at Napoli. I mean, it's been a while, but he wasn't exactly known for his plan B either. At Napoli,
no, exactly.
He would literally run his guys into the ground because he had a very trusted team, but he would very rarely rotate his players or anything. So maybe obviously they were so good at the beginning of the season because obviously it was new. They were kind of released from the shackles of Conte. But now I think the season, I won't say it's caught up with them. I'm hoping it has caught up with them, but I just think it's just a case of I don't know. I don't know if they're going to. Obviously, they bought Pulisic in the window, and a lot of my American friends are. But they're to say the word screwing is not. Doesn't do justice. They are kind of pissed about it. I mean, I've heard some really weird things like saying, "Oh, that's it. I'm never going to wear the Pulisic American jersey ever again. He's dead to me." And I'm like, okay then.
Right, blimey. Well, that's understandable, I guess. Yeah.
I know you're passionate Spurs fans, but bloody hell, you know.
No, I just feel like I'm down and said it. Well, the way that Chelsea are doing business, they got a couple of, they bought Pulisic. He prefers to be called Pulisic, doesn't he? I know it's a Croatian name, and I'm very quite a stickler for actually saying the name properly, but he pronounces it Pulisic.
Like Jorginho.
Jorginho, yes.
I do get like Jorginho, so no, it's not Jorginho, it's definitely Jorginho. Anyway, but they're going to play that Route 1 kind of football. Rantz is a big guy, but he isn't designed for that kind of football.
No.
He is good in the air. He should be 6'3", but
well, you think he is. I mean, it's kind of hard for a guy who's born offside to actually be good at it, to be that good in the air, or that free superior anyway. He wouldn't know what to do with the ball if it's up in the air, unless it's through on goal. So I think that's where we can pick him off. I mean, he's going to be the main striker, isn't he? For some reason, they don't play Giroud, who I personally think is 10 times the player that Morata is.
You're going to play long ball. I mean, not long ball. I'm going to call it the Wimbledon. You're going to play the Wimbledon style.
Yeah.
You need someone that can hold the ball. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually driving and I'm actually going, because to enable this podcast, I'm going to go take a little bit more of a scenic route. I'm driving past the stadium. And just quick aside, I was walking past it, so they've opened up a lot more of the stadium so you can actually walk by. But when I was walking by it today, anyone who thought that this thing will be ready September, how anyone thought this would be ready September, I have no idea.
Well, there are some Spurs groups where they thought they would be. They're tearing into the club that way, aren't they? I'm looking at it,
because there are bits of it, and there's some kind of like access point or something, some kind of like, I don't know, I'm assuming it's like it looks big enough for like a coach to go through. I'm assuming it's for the NFL or something.
Oh, I know the area you mean, yeah.
And like, there's something, and like, they're still working on that. And I'm like, well, I do go past it, and it is magnificent, and you can see more of it developing. And I definitely think, like I said, those, because when you mentioned Pulisic, I was thinking Dortmund, because that's where he plays. And with Dortmund, I think we have to let UEFA know by the end of January when the stadium will be ready for Dortmund. Essentially, you have to let them know, because the way it works with UEFA is that essentially all the stadium becomes the property of UEFA for that one night, and they take control of the stadium. So even though it's not a stadium, they essentially are able to run it as if it was their own stadium. It's just something they do for like all stadiums, it's just not just ours.
A lot of different competitions,
Yeah, so I don't know, just thinking about that now. So, like I said, we were taking tomorrow at our home away from home. It's not even our home, is it? I don't even like call our DOS house. What would you call it? No. I said I wouldn't call it a DOS house. And then I started giggling like a lunatic at that point.
Oh man, I'm glad you wouldn't call it a DOS house. I mean, damn. I mean, I know a lot of unsavory things goes on in Tottenham, but not in the stadium, man.
I know, but I feel I have the right to have a kind of moral superiority over Wembley. I'm sorry. Tottenham got moral superiority as an area. It's a lot better than that shithole that is Wembley. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's actually more chicken shops per square area than there is at Tottenham, isn't there? That's saying something.
Well, it's a bit of a weird one, but yeah. But like I said, going back to Chelsea, I definitely think. I don't know. It'd be interesting because I thought Danny Rose. I don't know. I saw him against that Cardiff game, and he's putting his body on the line like he's used to.
Yeah, he's getting back to his form. Yeah, good to see.
Yeah, and I don't know whether we are going to go over the back three because personally, would you risk putting Jan Vertonghen back in? He's just come back from fitness, but then again, when he comes back, and then we have Man United on the Sunday. So
I would say, I mean, he's only just got back to training really as opposed to fitness. I don't think he's fully fit or ready to start a game. He's only just got back up to training. So personally, I wouldn't risk him.
No.
So I would actually, I was going to say I'll go with the defensive man that played against Tranmere, but then again we're kind of not relaxing into it. But it was more just.
It was a joy. I mean, I've heard some rumours like some of the Tranmere fans have actually said that they were so honoured to see Harry Kane play because they said, look, the likelihood of him playing at Prenton Park.
Are you sure that? Because I'm pretty sure that that famous football brain said that that were an embarrassment or that were classed as arseholes for putting them on.
I know, Rodney Marsh calling us an embarrassment. Isn't that a lot of the popcorn and kettle black?
It was odd, wasn't it?
No, but like I said, look, the minute I give a shit about Rodney Marsh, well, the minute I give a shit about anyone like Gary, and when I respect Gary Neville when he says something nice about us, No. I mean, I just, like I said, look, let them say whatever they want. I mean, one of the things, like, I don't try not to really worry about what anyone says really about Tottenham. As long as I like the club and I like what the club's doing, and the club, the way I look at it, as long as the club aren't defending the indefensible. So, for example, I don't know, if one of my players says something racist to another player, if they got banned, I wouldn't wear T-shirts supporting him. Yeah, that's,
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not throwing stones at anyone in particular. But the fact that I just kind of have to be in a certain area is neither here nor there, or maybe 5-6 miles away from there.
I completely hear you.
But no, like I said, I just think Chelsea. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to say that we've got. I don't know, because Jorginho, they're so reliant on playing through Jorginho. And I don't know whether other teams. I didn't see the Leicester game when they lost to Leicester, or the Wolves game either. And I don't know whether they man-marked Jorginho or whatever, but I think we've shown how to beat them. And if you can nullify Jorginho, then why on earth you wouldn't play Kante there? Why you wouldn't play a 4-2-3-1? I have no idea, personally.
Well, he wants to push Kante into an attacking midfield for some odd reason. One
of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Clearly, he obviously wants to go to PSG. Clearly, you know.
Yeah, seems so.
Yeah,
but
they could do them now because clearly when Rabiot doesn't go to Barcelona, wink. Do you know what I mean? And Rabiot does not go to Barcelona. No, he's not going to Barcelona. There's been no contact with Barcelona. He is not going to Barcelona. There's been no contact.
I presume that you're saying that
they would never ever tap some player up or declare.
I presume you're alluding to the confirmed reports that they had this long conversation for a good month or so before the window happened. That's
coming from Chris, not from me. It's Barcelona's one of the lawyers going to sue.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. But no, like I said, I'm of the mind that I think if they, for me, that would be surprising. If he goes in again with that same 4-3-3, then it's like lambs to the slaughter. It's just. I know we're not the same. Obviously there is no Matongan and maybe Dyer isn't around, but and obviously we're playing because we weren't because wings to Sissoko. I don't think Sissoko was starting those games, was he? He wasn't.
I think he probably will. I think he will start Sissoko against.
No, but I'm saying Sissoko when we played Chelsea then, he wasn't.
Oh right.
It wasn't. He wasn't the goat that he is now. He isn't the goat that he is now, kind of thing.
No, but I think he did start in that game though. But he wasn't as in confident frame as he is now. Actually, I'll say. So it will be like a new beast that they're facing, and can only work into our advantage really. I can understand why Chelsea are now trying to go through Jorginho. That's how you pronounce it, by the way. They try to go through him so that they can alleviate the pressure off Hazard, because now Hazard's getting like 2 or 3 or 4 men around him.
And quite a few kicks as well.
Quite a few kicks too.
He must have. I don't know. I'm sure his Belgian colleagues, international colleague, and someone who he skippers.
Which one?
Alderweireld. Obviously he wouldn't give him a good
I was thinking about Vertonghen and Alderweireld at the same time.
Yeah.
That'll be funny.
I do remember there was a when that after the bridge happened, and basically I don't know who was it, Mark Wilmot, who made Hazard captain, and then he was asked a question like, how are you going to manage the fact that you've got players that were literally fighting each other about 2 weeks ago, and now you're going to be teammates again? And then he saw like this thing with like Eden Hazard like immediately giving Musa Dan Ballet a hug. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't kill me. Please, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me, kind of thing. But no, like I said, there's obviously clearly a rivalry between us. Obviously, I'd rather have played the first leg at Stamford Bridge, but we're playing at Wembley. I'm not calling it playing at home. We're playing at Wembley, and so like I said, I think we can do. Obviously, in that Tranmere game, let's face it. I thought we'd win by. I said 3-1, didn't I? I think I might have 3-1 or something on the pod.
Yeah.
There's no one could have. If anyone got a bet 7-0 and put a quid on that, bloody hell. But it was. When he brought Kane on, we were all saying when he was bringing Kane on, he's like he might get an injury, blah 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 blah.
No, I was never worried about that.
one thing about Tranmere was, I think personally, they didn't press us, and I thought, why aren't they pressing us? And I thought, you know what, I honestly think that they just have the fitness to press us. I think if they tried to press us, they would have got, maybe 10, 15 minutes of pressing out of them, and their goose would have been cooked. They would have had nothing left.
Very true.
So I think that's why they didn't press us. I think that worked in our favour. So when teams press us, that's when we, obviously say clubs, Liverpool, and, Dortmund, they try to. When that happens, but I think, I don't know, obviously from Cardiff, and I must admit, that is the funniest goal I've ever seen, by the way. I think the only funny goal I've ever seen, I think when Gareth Bale managed to score an own goal for Spurs against, I think it was against Liverpool somehow. Somehow they managed to whack it into each other and they went in the back of the net.
Everton.
Well, no, I think it was against Liverpool. I'm sure it was years ago under ADB.
Yeah, it was at Goodison Park. I'm sure that was the 2-2 draw where we were 2-0 up, and I'm sure Gareth Bale scored a weird own goal in that game to level it at 2-2. But
it was just one of those weird, things that does happen. But like I said, I've really got a feeling that we can. I've got a feeling that we can actually. I wouldn't say we'll win this handsomely, but I mean Cardiff, and I think we were all thinking, especially after the Wolves result, Cardiff are going to come out as hard, and then obviously when they managed to, and that was maybe they still thought it was Christmas or something. They gifted us 3 goals, and then they literally. I don't know if you heard from what Harry Arter said in the interview. He actually said that, you know what, we didn't want to we didn't want to have an Everton against us. That's why we decided just to close it up. We knew we weren't going to go back into the game. We just didn't want to get hammered. And I was like, and then you have Neil Warnock giving us crap about.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think we've had, I would say 2 easy games, but we've had 2 fortunate games, if anything. So obviously coming off that busy spell of games that we did have. I don't know. I haven't been focusing on what Chelsea have been doing, obviously, but.
The Chelsea's results have been kind of mixed really of late, and fortunately at work I work with a Southampton fan, and he went to the Chelsea.
Oh, the 0-0.
Yeah, the 0-0, and he literally said that although Chelsea, I think these players are literally attacking from every angle, and they had a young goalkeeper there as well. Although he made some very good saves, he said that they didn't feel at all worried about the attacks, and that even Southampton had a few chances on the break themselves. So it sounds a bit odd, really. Especially in the first season when you get a new manager, that they're going to go hell for leather and try and impress them. But it looks like probably Chelsea have kind of run into a brick wall now. After we broke their unbeaten streak, suddenly they're now kind of having to grind games out. Whereas we did it quite well. Looks like they're kind of struggling to do that.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's because I think when I said in Italy, they obviously right now he'd be having the mid-season break to kind of rectify things,
Yeah, true.
But he doesn't have that here. He hasn't got that luxury over here, obviously. And no, like I said, I don't know, because I don't want to say Chelsea have bowled 4th place, because, they'll come back to bite me and haunt me. But
bottled 4th place. You can't bottle 4th place.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Top.
Oh, yes, you can.
You can only bottle top if you're the league leader.
Yeah, if you're Spurs, you can bottle 4th place. If you're Spurs, you can bottle 5th place. Yeah. If you're Spurs and you don't do what you're meant to have done, you've bowled it.
Yeah.
Clearly, yeah. But obviously, I keep forgetting the narrative that applies to us doesn't apply to other clubs.
Very true. Yeah,
but
it should be on our badge somewhere.
But no, yeah, that's a bit of a tongue twister. I don't know how you said that narrative, But like I said, I just think it's going to be. I look forward to the game. Obviously, Kane. I think he's one of those players that he likes getting minutes on his legs, even if they're only about, say, 10, 15 minutes. And I think personally, I just thought, this is my personal thing anyway, I just thought, do you know what, it looks bloody cold out there. I don't want to be doing the warm down. There was substitutes have to do a warm down at the end of the match.
Yeah.
The new substitutes. And it always looks absolutely freezing and the place is bloody empty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he must have thought, nah, I don't want to do this. Just get me on gaffer. Let me get some minutes in my legs. And, and I think that wouldn't be the worst thing. I think and I think that's probably, he's got there. And I think Dele Alli, I don't know if he'll play that, because I think we've got 2 more games of Sonny until he goes.
Yeah, I think who is it? The Manchester United game I heard is going to be his last game.
That's his last game, yeah. That's his last game before he joined South Korea. So
so we've got him for Chelsea and then for Manchester United. Yeah, and he's off to win the Asia Cup for the Koreans.
Oh, forget the Asia Cup. He don't have to military service anymore. I don't care what happens. What happens I don't regarding exemption. I hope he does well. And I must admit, I was one of my mates from the Chicago Spurs. Big, he's from South Korea. And he actually promised me. I don't know if he's going to follow through on this, but he actually promised me a red Sunny shirt. So. Me and Chris were saying earlier, so never red. But I think for South Korea, I think we'll allow it. But I don't know, should I put HM Son on it or should I put Sunny on it? I don't know. If I did get South Korea shirt.
Well, I don't know, I think something that sounds a bit weird. So, put Son on there.
HM Son, you have to put HM Son on.
HM Son, yeah. Or Son HM, innit? Something like that.
Son HM, yeah.
Son comes first.
Yeah, but like I said, I definitely think, I think Sonny will. I thought he was man of the match. I know Llorente got given so he, for me, I know you've got the match ball. Just take the match ball. You don't have man of the match as well. I thought Sonny was just.
He was all over the place, wasn't he? He was brilliant.
The energy, honestly, it's like Keane. What Liverpool were hoping Robbie Keane would be, and never was really for them or us ever again.
Yeah, shame, because that was his boyhood club and everything, wasn't it? He was going back.
Well, yeah, he's Irish, and a lot of Irish lads, Liverpool and Man United are their clubs, so I don't blame him for that. Or Celtic. Celtic's the other one. But like I said, it's I just thought Sonny is just. Yeah, I think as a second striker, I think that's really helped Harry Kane, because I'm not saying that, because when Kane was planning to play up front by himself, he's always at more risk of injury and burnout.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the fact that there's 2 people, therefore he hasn't got, like, say, 2 brutes marking him. He's got at least one. He's only got with a 1 brute rather than the 2 brutes or 3 brutes marking him. I think that's really helped him a little bit, having, say, somebody closer to him.
Well, you say that, but now he's playing in a more of a withdrawn and deeper role now. That's what everyone's saying, but it's literally just the way that a front forward rotates. So he'll usually find himself either towards midfield, throwing the balls through. More often than he does find himself as a focal point these days. But I guess that also helps as well, and it usually means that Sonny's up there by himself with Eriksen supporting him in some cases. So it's just beautiful the way that the front 4 kind of mix and match and rotate.
It's hard. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to do that. Like, if Dele Alli is going to have to do that man marking job again on Jorginho. No, trust me. I've had people tell me I mispronounce my name, and I'm like, you think I would know how to pronounce my own name? But I've been told that I mispronounced my name. But anyway, anyway, what I'm saying, Jorginho, I think if he's going to do a man marking job, old Jorginho, and then playing that diamond, I don't think he's going to play as strict a man marking role as he did last time. I think he'll play more of that diamond, and then basically look to. I think they'll play Sissoko, because I think I'm not going to mention, because the thing is, if I mention his name right, I automatically think murderer, and he didn't murder someone. He'd say to have to be in an accident when someone died.
And he ran away and paid the penalty.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
I'll leave it alone. Then I'll leave it alone.
We're not doing it.
All I say is that money talks. Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, dirty cash, dirty cash. Anyway, but I was saying, I definitely think Sissoko. I don't think he'll have Alonso's number, but. I'm not going to go.
You see the little girl on the road, murderer. Sorry, carry on.
Anyway, I do think Sissoko is going to be. I do think Sissoko is going to be used as a way to keep Alonso in check, and I
don't think so.
I don't know. I think Sissoko because Alonso would like to keep going forward, but he'd been actually an idiot if he kept running forward. And I'm not focused on how.
Sissoko, you mean? Yeah, I get you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I'm not thinking if I can say his name, Sissoko's going to do a man-marking job on...
No. I mean, played that diamond and basically had... Because my only worry is that the diamond works. The only thing is, the weak point of that diamond is actually not Harry Winks, not because he can't play offensively with the ball. We know he can. But in terms of learning how to resist the press, he doesn't have that... He's obviously nowhere near as strong as Dembele is. That's obviously no one is. And also, he's not got that... Luka had that incredible ability, the way he just literally, someone would try and close him, and he could just shuffle away. Yeah. And it was just beautiful. He would just literally do like a 180 and just thread the ball through the outside of his boot. And it was just... I'm saying Tom
Although he's learning that now. I mean, you see a lot of the quick turns he did against Cardiff. I mean, he was just literally skipping away from trying to press him. So
yeah, but Cardiff though. I mean, I'm not gonna slay Cardiff. I mean, I'm just saying that against say what I call better, like the top 6 teams, they have been found wanting. You know. And I think the only reason we didn't beat him 5-0 or whatever that Man United did, or 5-1, is just because literally Warnock told his boys, I said, you know what, just close the game. And I think we didn't really do any more running because we didn't need to. They just didn't want. Easy to pick it up anyway. Yeah. And I think personally, I just think they wanted to. They could have done. It's like playing snooker. Do you know when you're so behind in the frame, you just give up the frame? I bet you if they wanted to, they would just say, do you know what, oh screw it. Let's just agree not to kick each other, okay? Let's play out these 45 minutes. You've won the game. You know it. We know it. Let's just play out these 45 minutes and let's just let that be done with. I mean, like I said, I just think, I mean, obviously, because you went down there, what was the atmosphere like? I mean, Cardiff isn't exactly known for its fans, isn't exactly known for welcoming away fans, if memory serves.
Well, the new stadium is kind of is a lot better than the old Indian Park, where you get glass or bottled. Oh, I was going to say you used to get glass or bottled, but that's when you step on the train. But it is a lot more family friendly, I guess. In the stadium itself, as soon as we got the first score, it just literally went quiet anyway, and then more than the noise obviously naturally came from our end. And then
that's all right. It's far from the old Indian Park anyway. It's not that far, is it?
Not from the old Indian Park. No, not that far. If I remember rightly. Yeah, I mean they kept. I mean, I'm just thinking back to the first game that we played at the Cardiff City Stadium when Paulinho scored the winner.
Oh yes, I remember. Oh yes, a long time ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I was just thinking that the atmosphere then was brilliant because we scored so early in this one. Obviously, it kind of killed it a bit. But after the third goal went in, a few of the fans started streaming out anyway. So I think they kind of feared an absolute thrashing. But
maybe they had a fire drill. You never know.
There is that. I mean, there was only one team on fire that night, and we suddenly put them to the sword, really. And that was a perfect antidote to that Wolves game. And then the score freely against Tranmere. We found in the shooting because I knew that we would. I did say that. I can't remember which blog it was now. I was going to say that one day a team will get an absolute dicking from us, and looks like 5 teams have suffered now. And we're actually
Tranmere, I feel kind of bad for Tranmere because, like, they were a bit unlucky. I mean, I think they had a few chances, and I think One Voice has to really look at himself a little bit because a better player. I mean, and I definitely think, but I think we thought One Voice. I still think he's still raw, as is Sanchez. I think they're both still a bit raw, but then they will be. I think one's 20, the other one's 22. Yeah, so they're both going to be still quite raw. But I thought for a young lad, I thought the one that stood out a lot for me was 18-year-old Oliver Skip. I mean, yeah. I was looking at him and I thought, are you sure this kid's 18?
He's not Nigerian, so he has to be 18.
Yeah, I know. But you said that, not me.
I could get away with that.
Yeah. No, because I just thought, I honestly thought that, you know what, there are moments, in terms of what you're looking for, in terms of that Pochettino, he wants players to basically, the way he likes to play is, like, you know what, force turnover and hurt the opposition, to not like a true counter-attack, but literally win the ball up the field, and when you have numerical advantage, and quickly get up the pitch as quickly as you can, so overload them when you have numerical overload. And I don't know, obviously, I did mention this on might have been on the supplement or actually on the Tottenham Hotspur official Facebook, but you know what? If he could learn to play that kind of Fabregas style balls, Fabregas was able to do. I mean, I tell you what, it's probably blasphemous to say this, but you know what? If he could do someone for 6 months who's homegrown who knows the Premier League.
Fabregas. Bring Fabregas in.
I don't know. I mean, I know. I mean, it'd probably be like. I mean, let's face it. I mean, it's a weird one. I mean, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know what it is. The rest of the big five, the other teams in the top six, will trade with each other, but they won't trade with us.
Oh no, because they've dealt with Levy, and Levy will say, no, you're not screwing us over. You pay us what we want, or you ain't going to have them.
But they won't sell players to us, though. It means like they'll sell players to each other, but they won't sell players to us, which I've never understood.
Because they know that if we will get into the players' heads and tell them to come over to us, they'll demand to leave, and they'll have to sell at a lower rate, which means that their coffers would suffer. So, so they're like dealing with us in any way, shape, or form, really.
No, but, like I said, I'm looking. Like I said, I think it'll be a tight. I mean, obviously, I'm going to put the lineup 11 on the supplement later on tonight, and I think. I don't like. I mean, this is just what I think will be. I think that's what I will play. But like I said, Skippy. I mean, for an 18-year-old, I mean, I think. I'm not saying we're not going to replace Dembele if he does go. Obviously, we'll talk about the transfer window a little bit, for the Man United game. But for an 18-year-old, I mean, if you brought someone in, that would literally be the kibosh on Skip playing any more games. I mean, now Eric Dyer's back. Chances are his time's limited anyway. You know?
In theory, yeah. I suppose Pochettino will do a bit of rotating now, yeah. But I suppose if you'll bring in someone in that area, then chances are Skip will fall down to probably third or even fourth choice.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he's playing so well, he can't really be dropped just because he's young. So that will affect him.
And I just think, personally, I think this thing, we're all saying, oh, leave get your checkbook out, Joe Lewis get your checkbook out. But at the same time, though, we love seeing he's one of your own. You know?
Yep. Very true.
And so when I look at Skip, I mean, I've been lucky enough to not follow his career because I've only just when the games I used to watch of him were in the youth league, and that was on obviously on delay kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he just stood out. Him and Bennett were the players that stood out. They just they really stood out for me. And then obviously Keenan Bennett he's now a Gladbach, and who knows, he might end up playing. He might end up getting a few games because I know that Windy was doing this thing about, like, do you know what, if you leave Pochettino, and then he sells you or he gets rid of you, he's not going to look back. And they're saying, well, there's Milos Velcevic. I'm like, yes, Milos Velcevic is doing well. He's got a career in Germany.
Very big.
But he's not playing for like anyone, you know.
Yeah, true.
He's not playing for Leverkusen. He's not playing for, what I call like the higher rank, Bundesliga teams. He has a career in the Bundesliga, but I mean, so it's like Bentaleb. Bentaleb is at Schalke, isn't he? But I don't think he's putting up any trees at Schalke.
No, he's just doing. I've kind of followed him a little bit because I do look at German football as well when I can, and seems to be doing okay. It's not like he's being lots of being written about him. He's like almost like a utility player there. Where he's when he gets his minutes on the pitch, he's doing very well.
He's basically doing a job, which is what you expect from him. And the way I look at it, we're a club with top four aspirations. And I think, if anything, if you're a youth player and you see, say, Oliver Skip, I mean, I'm not saying we couldn't. I mean, who knows? Maybe there is a lack of money. Probably there is a lack of money with us. That's surprising, considering how much we pay for our season tickets. But
allegedly.
No, but I'm saying if there is a lack of money, there is a lack of funding. I'm of the belief that you've got a player. You've got someone like, say, Oliver Skip, and he's showing. I mean, he's basically showing to Chelsea and to the rest of the league, really, like, if you have a youth team player, this is how you develop him. You don't send him out on endless loans to clubs that don't give a shit how he's going to develop. Because if you send him out on loan, unless it's like a 2-year loan or something, then you invest interest. But you might be. I mean,
like Chelsea, do you mean?
Yeah, I'm not going to throw Chelsea. I'm not going to throw Chelsea.
Send him out on loan, forget about them for 3 years.
Well, it's like this. I mean, I remember watching a reading interview. I think you might have been there actually. There was an interview he did, I think, for the one of them, when Ryan Mason. He essentially went to I think it was some French team, Lille or Bordeaux or something like that.
Oh, can't remember.
he went on loan to a French side, and this was under AVB. Under AVB, and essentially he went there, and apparently the manager said, "Look, I didn't want you." You know, basically the chairman got you. I didn't want you, and he spoke no French, and he was pretty much isolated. And basically, I don't think, obviously there is a problem with U23 football. It doesn't prepare players for life in the Premiership. But then again, it's never going to be. If you want to prepare players for life in the Premiership, you get them on loan to the Championship, and you hopefully find them a club with a manager that is going to play them and plays in a similar style to you. So, for example, Josh Onoma, I think he was at Wednesday with I don't know who their manager was, the one that got fired.
Oh, I can't remember his name now,
It's a Dutch guy, his name.
Dutch guy, yes, I can't, he just literally laid into him every week and didn't play him at all anyway.
And now Steve Bruce is his manager, and Steve Bruce was able to get good performances out of Onoma. And if anything, he's the one that Onoma will know, because obviously from his time at Aston Villa, and he'll probably be able to not develop him, but he'll probably say, "Look, I will
give him the confidence."
Give him the confidence, and who knows? Maybe that could be the stroke of luck he needs. Because I think yes, we can slate clubs and say players not giving the players chances, but it's like Aaron Lennon. Would Aaron Lennon have got his chance if Wayne Rowley hadn't broken his ankle?
True.
Yeah. So like I said, I mean, it's like Harry Kane. Would Harry Kane have got his chance if Soldado couldn't hit a barn door with a bloody rifle? You know, it all boils down to the fact that the only way you can sometimes get your chances is if the established players fail, and then you haven't got the money or the budget to be able to bring in players. So therefore you have to go with, it's either play the youth, because normally the argument is, people won't invest in youth because they haven't got the time to develop players. I'm not saying Pochettino had the time to invest in youth, but when we had our issues back then, the transfer window had been closed. We obviously had to send Adebayor et al. To Siberia, or wherever it is we sent them.
Turkey.
Turkey, I think Turkey in the end. But I'm just saying that we ended up having to do that, and I think ultimately, it's worked out. So I think if you look at the way we are, I mean, obviously we are so different from, say, a lot of us. Let's say we do win the Carabao Cup, and we get to the final. Let's say we happen to win it. I'll always say, it's just the Carabao Cup. And they'll say, well, we haven't shown the intent. Look at Chelsea. Look what they're doing. Well, first of all, we're very different clubs.
Yeah.
We're all in the Premier League. We all have stadia, blah, 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 blah. We all get fee money, blah, 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 blah. But I think, ultimately, we are very different from, say, Chelsea, Man U, Man City, Yeah. Just in terms of how we have to be operating, and also how we want to operate, I think. I think the choice, and I think, how we operate in terms of, looking to develop youth players, looking to bring players in. I mean, someone like Skip, I don't know who the other players are, because I think you've got Ashley Booth and Oakley Booth. Oakley Booth and who's the other lad?
Tashman Oakley Booth, I think you mean.
And then there was another lad that he got injured. I think he broke his leg or something, or
Luke Amos.
So those are the two players. But ultimately, what is it? I think is it 1 in 10 youth players? 1 in 100 scholars will get through play in the first team, something like that. So I think if someone like Skippy does show something, I know there's, obviously we're not going to talk about the window, but I don't think he'll feature on Tuesday. But even that, I think
he'll be on the bench. I think he will be on the bench at the very least. Yeah.
He'll be on the bench, and the fact that you're willing to play a young kid on the bench, I think says a lot about. I think that's the reason why I think that's a stark contrast really between us and Chelsea. Really, I mean, we are a team that will promote youth, not because a combination of we have to, but also that we want to. That combination, I think. So, like I said, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. Chris is already going to say 10-0 or something silly like that.
Well, I don't think it'll be anything like the league game where we should have won 7-0 or 7-1 in the end. I think we all create chances, and I think we all win. But it probably will be a very comfortable. Yeah, I'll agree with you. A comfortable 2-0 win.
I never say comfortable.
3-1.
I never say comfortable. I never say comfortable. I think it'll be a 2-0 win. I never say comfortable.
I just thought I'd expand on what you're obviously thinking, and it'll be a nice, comfortable win.
See, this is what I took the ledges. I was thinking. I let you, just let the listeners know. I wasn't thinking that.
A nice, easy 2-0 win.
Yeah. Again, that comes from Chris, not from me. This is the man that said Wolves don't do well away from home.
And they don't. They literally don't.
Oh yeah, but luckily Dr. Sonner was there to help them out.
Well, I have no idea what happened in that game. That second half was poor, and I think even Dele Alli's come out since and said that he has no idea what happened. They just kind of got a bit complacent in that game, thinking that they just needed the 2-0 win. So it kind of. That's how it happened.
I think sometimes you learn more from a loss than you do from a win. I think.
Yeah.
And I think as long as that loss didn't come to say one of our rivals, I think the fact that it took, because Wolves, they are a top 10 team. I mean, their budget, if that makes any sense. I know they've just come up, but I think they can challenge the likes of Leicester and Everton.
Yeah, with the budget dictates that they can pay the high wages and the high transfers if they wanted to, and they've done that over the summer. So they should expect to finish at least in the top half of the table. So
yeah, but I said, I do think. I think that Wolves result was actually as painful as it was, because obviously if we had won that game, we would have been 3 points behind Liverpool rather than only being. Well, we're assuming that Man City would have still beaten them, but I think ultimately when you look at it, although we are 6 points behind, I think that is a bridge too far for us to even if we manage to. I don't see us winning at Anfield personally, but
we'll see.
Yeah, I know you're like Mr. Uber confident, but I definitely think that Wolves result, I think will be beneficial in the long run, just because you have to be able to beat those teams below you. You know, you have to avoid complacency, and I think.
Well, you have to go into the game with the right mentality. I think that's probably the one thing I picked up from what Ali has said. Yeah. That you can't just go in there thinking, okay, we're going to turn up, win, and then go on to the next one. And that's how it kind of. I mean, at the time I thought it was like a loss of energy or something in the second half. That's kind of how it looked. We went 1-0 up and decided easing back a bit in the latter 10 minutes of that first half, and then the second half we just didn't come out. So I think probably Ali was probably right. It was complacency. Or as Mr. Merson once said on TV, Spurs just melted. I know what he was getting at, but
well, for me, I mean, I think it's something that we've always done on the club. I remember a game. I can't remember who it was. I think it might be against Wigan when Harry was our manager, and we're watching. I was obviously not watching this on a legal stream, clearly, but I was watching the game and I was just thinking, like, I said, I was saying to someone else on one of the forums, is it my imagination? Have we backed up a little bit? And he's like, yeah, it's not your imagination. We have backed up a little bit. That's why Harry's going mental on the touchline, saying keep pushing up. You know? And I think sometimes that complacency can creep in, because when you won 6-2 away from home, then you won 5-0 the next day, you can get into that feeling of invincibility. Because for me, I'm not saying Liverpool, having lost, will lose their next few games. And I think they lost to a very good Man City side, and it was by the thinnest of margins.
They didn't even play in that game either. It was kind of like the worst Liverpool performance I've seen this season.
I thought they were unlucky. I thought that if Mane, it's very unlucky he doesn't go in. The fact that I know I shouldn't laugh because John Stones is English. How this guy is considered to be one of the top centre-backs, English centre-backs, I have no idea. Man,
he's a ball player.
He's a ball player, but his defending is just absolutely woeful. How he manages to kick a ball straight into the face, of Edison, I have just no idea how he does that. And then flukily gets it off the line. And then, it saves margins. But I don't think Liverpool may feel, do you know what? We didn't lose. We did lose. We lost to City. And you know what? There's no shame in losing to City. It was only by far margin. We could have won that game. And I think I think they could have done that. I think maybe for them, they may get complacent. I'm not saying it will happen, but I think complacency is one of those weird things. You don't notice it, and until it creeps up on you, and it bites. And hopefully we can be in a position to take advantage.
Well, anyway, this has gone on longer than 20 minutes we'd actually envisaged, but I think, like I said, I think we've covered. I think I was hoping to get some coverage of Cardiff, and the main focus was Chelsea. Because obviously, what's happened with Cardiff has happened, and
past is the past.
Past is the past, and let's move forward. And I do, like I said, we take one game at a time. And I know Chris will be there. And
yeah,
Chris,
I'll be doing a POV, of course, so hopefully you'll get to watch it.
And just for those fans that may listening, if they, obviously, for those of you who don't know, we do meet, our pub is it it's not the Torch, is it the JJ Moon, isn't it? JJ
Moon's, yep, and on Wembley High Road.
Yeah, so like I said, I won't be there this Tuesday, but like I said, if we are, if we are at Wembley, I'll let hopefully JJ Moon is our pre-match drinking spot. And please come and say hi. We're more than happy to engage with you guys. But obviously, you can engage with us on Twitter. I am at The Real Shubon, and Chris is at _.
Close. It's at Crisandro _. You're getting close there. So it's at CRISANDRO _. My handle is Man Like Chris.
I can't. I was saying, that's what happens, complacency. You get overconfident and you get complacent.
You were quite confident on the name, weren't you? It was all good.
I was all good. But anyway, hopefully this is, we're going to do that, and then hopefully we'll, at some point this week, we'll do a pod for the United game. And like I said, hopefully we'll, once we'll post this on the supplement, and hopefully at some, like I said, if you have any questions for the pod, please
let us know.
Let us know. So anyway, that's all from me. That's all folks from me. Chris, anything you want to add?
No, the only thing I want to add is that I can smell the silverware coming a mile off, and
don't say that. Don't say that.
Season. Hey, I'm grabbing wood, as I say. So it's all good, man. So, but I'm looking forward to Tuesday, and I'll be bringing a mate with me as well, and it's going to be her first time at Wembley. And if it's anything like my other mate, who has been a good luck charm so far, 2 wins in the cup, we are going to go all the way to the final.
Well, actually, did you bring someone to the Arsenal game for their first match, and then we won that game?
No, the West Ham game was our first match. We won 3-1, even though we were out about 10 minutes late, missed the first goal. So, and then the second game was the Arsenal game. So, so she's been good. So hopefully,
for goodness sake, bring us to Anfield away and Man City away then.
Definitely. I'm going to try and convince her to come.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway, thanks a lot. And so for me and from Chris.
Yep.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. You'll take care.